Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be reviewing a movie and it is titled Forever and Again. It is showing on Kezie TV on YouTube featuring Michael, Dappa and Ilana. Ilana what? Yeah, Ilana. Anywho's, let us get right into the review because I have a lot of things to say. Guys, I have a lot of things to say. I need to pour out my heart. Let us get right into it once again. Okay, let me give you a little breakdown of what this movie is all about. So this movie is about a young artist who his father died and he's supposed to take over his father's company as the chairman. But he cannot become the chairman of that company if he is not married. Now on the side, there is this young girl still in secondary school. Please keep that in mind. She's in secondary school and she sells food with her mother. Now, it was not established how they became friends with this guy. I think it's because he comes over to their shop to eat, to buy food, something like that. So probably they became friends. And we got to learn that this guy pays for the girl's education. Like he sponsors her in secondary school. And guess what? While being the good Samaritan, he was hoping and waiting that when this girl becomes of age, at least 21, he was going to ask her out and eventually marry her later. No! I was so uncomfortable. You know, when I saw the poster and when the film started, I was thinking, I was giving them benefit of doubt. I was like, there is no way it will be this guy and this girl as love interest in this movie. Because clearly, the guy is older. The age gap is a lot. Now, this is not the first time in Nollywood that we're seeing, an older guy or older man wanting to marry a young girl. It's not the first time. We've seen a lot of it. Old men trying to marry young girls, okay? But considering that this is a modern movie and this guy in this movie is quite exposed, he knows all these things. It was giving predator vibes, like predator and prey. It was giving grooming. Like, Jesus, maybe it's me, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just morally conservative that I can't just wrap my head around the fact that this old man and this girl, dude, ew, brother, no. I could not wrap my head around the age gap. Now you would say, if you watch the movie, she's 18. You would say, oh, but 18 is the legal age. Yeah, 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 yeah. 18 can get married. 18 can get married. Yes, okay, 18 is the legal adult age. Legal adult age. But biologically, 18 is quite young. Is it biologically? What do I want to say, Seth? But look, 18 is quite young, okay? And why I mentioned biologically is you're not considered like a full-blown or a fully developed adult until you're 25. Look, I hope you guys know that. Wait, you guys know that, right? That you're not fully developed as a human until you're 25. That is when your brain actually starts working. That is when you are considered quite mature and you're able to make life-changing decisions. Because from teenager to like 24, 25, you're quite young and your brain is not completely developed. You know that's right. So I was considering all that. Whenever I hear 18 legal age, I don't even see those people as, whoa, full-blown matured adults. They are kids. You guys know that, right? My brain was not braining throughout this movie, and I cannot tell the purpose of this movie. I cannot tell why or what this movie was trying to teach. I cannot tell the message it was trying to pass. Is this movie encouraging this kind of thing? Do you know what is grooming? That is what it was giving. I don't know. I can't place my hand exactly on what this movie was trying to give me. Is it trying to give us love against all odds? Is that the bottom line of this movie with a kid, a child? Hey. So the guy in question that is supposed to take over his father's company, his mother came around and brought a lady for him, And, they were supposed to get talking, get to know each other, and get engaged, get married. That kind of thing in Nollywood, where the mother would bring a wife for the son. Exactly. So the mother brought this girl named Diana for her son. And immediately after the introduction, this girl practically started living with the guy. I don't understand. And I know that it was to drive the plot because there are some things she did that required her to be in the same house with the guy. But I think she would have also done those things if she was not living there. It was, I don't know, it was not logical for her to be living there if she could actually be coming from her own house. For somebody that they said studied in Harvard, her father is this and that, she's rich, doesn't she have a house? They were not even engaged. I did not even see any scene where he sat down with this girl and had a discussion with her. They never talked. They never got to know each other. All we saw was that after the mother introduced two of them, they started living together. Yes. The girl started living in his house. How? So, Diana found out about Jerry's relationship with the secondary school girl. Now, have it in mind that Jerry did not actually have a relationship with her. He did not ask her to date him or anything. He did not make his intention known to the girl. He only told his uncle that he had somebody in mind and that he was waiting for that person to, grow or to mature, to become of age before he would ask her out. So the girl in question did not even know that Uncle Jerry had such feelings for her. Okay, so one day he went to pick up this girl from school, and this other girl, Diana, happened to be in the car with him. So Diana started suspecting something. Diana was like, how could you be paying for a girl's school fees? She's 18 and you're coming to pick her up from school. She was, suspecting some fishy movements. So, but what cringed me out and what made me disgusted and uncomfortable again is how Diana described this girl. When she confronted Jerry about the girl, she was like, this girl, how she described the girl. She's pretty, she has the body of a woman. What does that even mean? How could you even describe a child like that? She's 18, we know, but she's in high school, duh. Jesus, who wrote this? Who wrote this? The person that wrote this, how do you think? How do you think that this is? Jesus, maybe I'm just too morally upright. And a lot of things just blow my mind. The way she described, I felt so uncomfortable. The way she described that girl. Oh, she was pretty and she has the body of a woman. But you're calling her a child in the same sentence. How? So as time went on in this movie, Jerry had to tell Ure's mother. Ure is the young girl, right? Jerry had to tell Ure's mother that he was interested in Ure. And I liked the mother's reaction. She used slippers, shoe, broom to chase him away from her shop. Because what are you saying? Is that because normally the first thing you would think is, oh, you are paying for my child's school fees with hope that you're going to marry her. Somebody that calls you uncle. Hey, Senoba, 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 Senoba. How? Anyways, I liked Ure's mother's reaction. That is like the only reasonable and logical thing that happened in this movie. The other ones, even Diana, I like the way Diana like knew that this girl is practically a kid. How can he be harboring feelings for her? But one thing I did not like was the uncle's reaction. So Jerry had opened up to his uncle that he liked Ure, right? And that she was a young girl, he was waiting for her to grow. But men, being men that they are, the uncle was actually in support. Indirectly, he was in support of this guy waiting for a young girl to grow up so that he will marry her. Hey, let's say that they were considerate, or the guy was considerate enough to just allow her to be growing jeje without confessing his feelings. But they're still there. And if given a chance, a man is a man, if you know what I mean. So his uncle was like encouraging him. His uncle was totally in support. His uncle did not even reprimand him and say, oh, forget about this child. That's a child. Why would he? You understand? But of course, men will be men. Hey! So, moving on, Jerry gets married to Diana. I'm not going to go into detail, but yes, he got married to Diana. But then what I noticed in this movie was the timeline, the pacing. The pacing was quite fast. It was as if these people were trying to convince us that Ure is ready to get married. Ure could be ready to have a boyfriend, but that should be someone within her age range now. She's 18. She should be dating somebody of her age, 18, 19, 20. 20, that's all. Let it not pass 20. Are you getting me? So, let us just say, oh, she has matured. Why would it be somebody in his late 20s to early 30s? Let us just say this guy is in his late 20s to early 30s. That's a lot. That is a lot. If she was, I don't even know how to justify this thing. I don't even know. 18, dating somebody 30 years old. Hey! Anyways, I was talking about the pacing, right? The timeline. So between the time, this guy, if you watch the movie, you understand what I'm saying. And if you're going to watch it, just watch out for this part, or watch out for what I'm about to mention. The time between when he got married to Diana and the time he asked for Ure's consent to take her out. That is second to the last scene. From the time he got married to the other girl, the time he had his birthday party, and the time he asked for Ure's consent to take her out, it was too close. It was very close. Was it even up to 1 year? It was very close. But then you would realize that in that scene where he asked for her consent to date her, her mother was actually there. Her mother was like, oh, Ure is now a grown woman. Why not ask her? When did she become a grown woman? Okay, let's just say that everything rounded up to 1 year. Which I am very sure, according to how this film was paced, was not up to 1 year. That he got married and divorced. Yes, he divorced in this movie. He divorced the person he married. Okay. So from that time to when he divorced and when he try to start dating Ure, it was too short. So let us just say she was still either 18 or she had clocked 19. So she was still in the same age range. So which one is that? Oh, Ure is not a grown woman. Why not ask her? How? Hey! Abasiobo, Basiobo, Basiobo, Basiobo. Anyways, I think that the makers of this particular movie, from the writer to the person that had the idea of this story, they were just trying to convince us that there is nothing creepy about this movie. There was everything creepy about dude. Who be this? Why? There was everything creepy about this movie. At least personally. That's why I do review. I mean, it's my review. It's my opinion, how I feel about a particular movie, right? So if you don't feel that way, I think you should open a YouTube channel and do your own review. But I feel like they were trying to convince us that there's nothing wrong with this movie and there's nothing creepy about this man that has married before asking a literal teenager to date him. Anyways, this is just what I feel about the movie and the message it tried to pass. Do I like it? No, I did not. I cringed throughout the movie. I was so uncomfortable. I was creeped out. I don't know how to place the message they were trying to pass. Should you watch it? You know I would never ever tell you don't watch a movie. It's not my money. I didn't give you money to buy data or phone. And I didn't give the production money to produce the movie. So why would I discourage you? I just dropped what I feel about this particular movie. If you feel otherwise after watching this movie, why not come to the comment section and let me know what you feel. Do not forget that I have been leaving reviews of other Nollywood movies, so you can just go and check them out. If you like, subscribe to this channel so that you know when I drop new reviews. Well, that is the end of my mother loving review. Peace.